So today we're here on day 5, the morning of. I wanted to give you an update as yesterday was just so long, and doing the radio show last night, I was just mentally exhausted. Yesterday we had quite a few events take place. I'll start off with the flyer that one of the supporters made in order to educate people on why they're out here, what they're protesting. And apparently the judge wasn't happy that it mentioned the 20-year mandatory minimum that Kyler faces, because juries don't get to be told that information, even if they ask. They keep the sentence and the maximum sentence and the minimum, all that gets kept from the jury. So the judge called everybody in, of course excluding the jurors, and basically told us that if these flyers made it into the courtroom, he would clear the courtroom and no support would be allowed for Kyler inside the courtroom. So we immediately sent out my brother to rectify that situation. And even it wasn't any more than what Channel 10 aired at 5 o'clock, but you know, we have to follow the rules that the judge sets forth, and that's one of the rules. So today we're, I didn't want to forget the best part. So the best part was Kelly Touchton took the stand yesterday. And what I found interesting is that just prior to this event taking place, unbeknownst to many, Kelly Touchton was downstairs because Kelly wasn't working on her artwork. That's why there's no photos from the detectives in the basement of any artwork, because Kelly Touchton was actually downstairs turning a trick. The judge ruled yesterday that the jury didn't need to hear that information, even though we're not sure when that individual left. We're not sure who that individual was. What did he see? What did he hear? We don't know. So I find it very interesting that the judge gets to limit what the jury actually gets to know about the truth. So Sarah Swain is obviously working diligently to, defend Kyler with being limited to what the truth really is. So like I said, this raise your right hand to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God, that's only what the courts decide you get to hear.
Okay, gather around so you can hear me if you can. This is super important. Okay, what we're doing here is going to help to educate people and to show the support that we have for Kyler. But it could also cause problems if we don't do it right. So what we have to make sure that we're doing is we're not talking to anybody. We're just carrying our signs, and we're not blocking anybody's way. We're not getting, on the street. We're just being there holding the signs, and that's it. If we're approaching people that might be jurors that could cause us a problem, we're not allowed to do that. So we're allowed to express our free will. Our First Amendment protects us here, as long as we're not encroaching on anybody else's. So it's super important. What we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves to the corner and work ourselves around that way, and still keep some people up over here. But let's get the bulk of everybody heading down that way. The jurors come park in the parking lot, and they come on in either through the back or through this way. So we just want to make sure that our message is clear. This is the community standing behind Kyler here. And it's important that the jurors are part of this community, and they need to know you have a right to a trial by a jury of your peers. And these are people that are in your community, your family, and they need to know what's actually happened, because they're not going to find out in that courtroom if they don't find out on their own. So that's what we're doing here. Don't get in anybody's way. Don't walk on the street, and just hold your message up loud and proud. Thank you very much. And we're staged here where the jury comes out and goes in. We got a lot of folks sitting over here in the corner. Again, our message is strategically placed.
Ready.
What do we want?
Justice!